Welcome to the TED Ed Podcast, where we delve into the issues that shape our daily lives and drive our productivity. We confront topics that matter deeply to all of us, from healthcare and affirmative action to voting rights and monetary success and failure. We cover it all. And yes, we dive into the complex world of politics, exploring how our country has evolved from slavery to the 21st century. Our content is crafted with care and expertise, drawing from years of experience in these critical areas. We invite you to give the TED Ed podcast a listen. You won't be disappointed. Share your thoughts with friends and confidants, and don't forget to like, comment, and share our episodes. Your engagement helps us grow and reach more listeners. Are you passionate about these topics? Do you have unique insights to share? You could be one of our guest speakers. Drop us a line, send an email, or leave a comment. All requests will be considered. Join us on this journey of exploration and understanding. This is the TED Ed Podcast. Thank you, and enjoy the show.
Didn't realize, folks, that I wasn't the only mad Democrat, I guess you might call me, an independent about what the hell had transpired. And started reading last night that I was mentioning about my girl, and I guess she stuck her nose in it, even though she's not a leader anymore. But she did call upon those senators and stuff to get some balls. She told them, y'all need to get some balls. And listen to the women there in the chamber because they got a plan. And they asked for a 30-day CR and let everything go to just the way it is and something easy to pass. And that fool said, no, we're going to sign this crap. And the justification he gave for it was a mess. I couldn't believe what the heck he said. It was just too much. I couldn't stomach it. It was almost worse than watching the State of the Union. Watching that
DOJ speech.
Man, I had to turn after about 30 seconds of listening to that crap, man. I just turned I can't listen to this stuff no more. I could listen to the State of the Union for about a minute, but his was only about 30 seconds. It just burnt and ate me alive, man. I couldn't deal with that. It was just too much. And to know that one of the senators and stuff there, old Gilbride she's from New York too. Both of the New York senators and stuff voted for that crap. And she had the nerve to get mad at the rest of her members and told them that they need to shut up and go ahead on and follow through and sign this stuff on in. And old Dirty Dick Durbin, he signed his name on it. But old Dick, he looked so bad. It's a crying shame, man. Time to just tow him up. I think he just did it just to follow along. Because he looked so weak and everything. He looked pitiful when they did the interview with him. I mean, pitiful. Some of them folks ought to get out of them daggone leadership jobs and stuff. After you get so damn old, you can't do shit and everything. You ain't worth shit. And you need to get out of that shit. Let somebody else handle it. They got some younger folks out there. I know they don't like AOC, but hell, shit, she's better than them. We got a big problem here. And this afternoon, I just happened to go and check out what my boy Roland Martin had to say about it, but he was talking about some other crap about how they was uh, that they wasn't following the law after the judge had said that to reinstate them people, and the news people actually the White House press secretary about it and stuff, and she said that the judge here ain't nothing. He one of them low life son guys, and he ought to, and they looking to have him impeached. Oh,
They
so
running
Roland,
it, ain't they?
so Roland was concentrating on that, and I said, "Well, I'm gonna leave her rolling along," and I just happened to see my girl. She was on this show and stuff. I've never heard of it before, but evidently he must be very popular because he had something like 200 and some thousand subscribers and stuff for his show. And he's a white guy based in Dallas, Texas. Had him something going on, and he brought my girl on his show. And it was interesting, Ted, what she had to say. Very, very interesting. And this white guy, he manipulated her pretty well to get some information from her that had not came out. First of all, she said that she mentioned to them in so many words that because he asked her about the difference between the House of Representatives and the fact that there were people calling for Hakeem's before all this stuff happened, calling for his resignation. And she's kind of sort of didn't say anything. She was one of them things where she he didn't have a full throated endorsement. I can say that. And he asked her why, and she said, "Well, uh, you guys read about it. It was in the newspaper." And he said, "Well, I just want to hear your side of it because you sitting here waffling and going back and forth here, and it looked like you didn't like what had happened, and if this man is your actual leader, along with this, I guess this thing with uh, Schumer had not happened yet. This was like 2 days ago. She did this, and she was saying that, well, uh, in our party is a big tent, and everybody can't be no podcaster. Everybody can't be out there in the streets and being with the folks." And she said, "Sorry, Chuck." I don't know if you remember, but they was out on a rally out there on the Capitol steps, and Schumer was out there, and he looked like a fool. He trying to, so she was talking about it. She was, but like I said, this was before he capitulated. She said, "Well, I'm sorry, Chuck. Some people ain't supposed to be out there, doing stuff. That's not their thing. And we understand that. Stay in your lane." So she said, "Well, I did get called out," and he asked her, "Well, uh, what was the solution? What was the complaint and stuff and everything?" Well, she says, "I've been told that I'm too loud." She said they told me that I was too loud, that I need to calm down a little bit and go according to decorum.
That's the problem.
She said, "But that's not me." And she said something that it 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 touched something, but I didn't pick that up. What she was saying, I did not pick that up with these folks. But according to her, most of the other folks there are afraid that they're going to lose their job. They're going to be voted out of office, and that's the reason why they haven't been very boisterous or said anything in her party. And then I'm sitting there, and the man says, "Well, I don't think the Republicans are scared because they're not coming out there and even getting involved with these people. They're not scared, and they're voting along with him already." She said, "Yeah, well, that's the problem." That they're dependent upon that. She said, "But I'm not scared of my job." And she said that if my constituents don't like what I'm doing, they can vote me out.
There you go.
She said, "I'm going to do what I know how to do. And if my people don't like it, then I'm not afraid because I'm not going to go out there and do anything to hurt my folks, but I'm also not going to let anybody run over me and my people." And she mentioned about what had happened during the election cycle going on when she was going around the country and stuff and everything. And she said that some of the word that was going around and everything that she was hearing about was the fact that the Democratic Party was trying to emasculate them. And the man actually said, "What do you mean by emasculating them?" She said the men were saying that these women were trying to emasculate them and that they didn't like women and stop telling them what to do, which we already knew about that already, but she expounded upon that with the interview with him. She also said, "I'm not afraid to go anywhere." And he actually, "Well, you are a Democrat." She said, "No, I'm not right now." She said, "My job is for my people, the people of this country, whether they're Democrats, Republicans, independent, or whatever. When I go down here and I vote, go down here and they put forth amendments in the House or whatever I'm doing, it is for the people of this country." And she said, "I will go and defend that anywhere in this country, in red states, in blue states, in pink states, purple states, or whatever color they are." And
Mm.
she expounded upon the fact that some of those Democrats, the voiceless Democrats, are already out there doing town halls in these deep, deep red states. One of them was at that time. That's when she was giving the interview. Was up there in Boise, Idaho, doing a town hall. So he asked her. He said, "Well, what about your town halls?" She said, "Well, I don't give town halls like that." He said, "Well, why?" She says, "During COVID, we could not sit there and talk with our constituents. So what I did was I set up a video conferencing town hall with my constituents." And he asked her, "Well, why don't you go back and have a regular town hall now?" She said, "Well, on any given time that I'm having town halls, there's over 7,000 of my constituents are on the call." He said, "What?" She said, 7,000, and sometimes there's more. See, I have not had one town hall, video town hall, that has been less than 7,000 people and stuff on there. And my constituents talk to me and I tell them what I'm doing. And he said, "Well, I understand why you just can't have a video town hall because it's kind of hard to have all 7,000 people inside of a big room." Very interesting interview, Ted. That girl, she's very powerful, and I don't know if they are using her right, or even what they're going on without the Democratic Party, where they're not using that girl. She is very, very powerful, and I'm telling you, white, black, pink, purple, or whatever, but they love her. And
She's
she
a new
said,
girl on the block here.
she said, I ain't afraid of nobody.
She's a new girl on the block.
Yes, sir. She said, my daddy was a pastor of the church, and she said he put into me the strength to do what I'm doing now. Very powerful girl, man. I'm telling you, I see why she's out there. She says that her schedule is packed, and that they are asking her. She spends very little time in her district, but she has her people and stuff sitting out there. Anything going wrong, they know how to get a hold of her, and she will be right there with her folks. And she had told her folks what she's doing, and none of them, she said, to the person that told her, don't do it.
Mm.
So she says she travels extensively now. Very good interview that he did with her, man. This white guy, I don't know who he is, man. I forget the name of the show and stuff, but I picked it up and everything. It was out there on YouTube. I have to go out there and check it out again and see it. But I think I'm gonna go and look at that interview one more time to make sure that I got everything that she said, because she said a lot of stuff. Oh, and one other thing, he asked her about the State of the Union and what happened with Al Green. And he asked her, he said, well, did you agree with that? She said, absolutely. She said, I would have did it. If, but she said, we have to understand, and I don't care what them other Democrats have said all over and said, Al Green is a 80-some-year-old statesman. And she said, he has an insight that a lot of us do not have. He has been beat and dogged upon and did everything and stuff in the civil rights era when they were going on, when they had sicking dogs on them and all of them. He said he has that insight because he was there. He said, we don't. We were not there. So like I can understand why he feels the way he feels. Surprising that she just said that. And she said he don't care about them censoring him. That's the least of his worries. Oh man. Very good interview, man. It was last about 45 minutes and everything, man. And the girl was powerful. I'm telling you, I'm not listening to her till you. Man, it's just, you just can't stop listening to her. Once she gets on there, she just talks, man. You just cannot, and she is, you can tell her dad, the preacher, and her mama educated that young lady very well. Because she is well versed in a lot of things, and there ain't too much that they can ask her that she doesn't know something about. And can articulate it very well. Anyway, that's my portion, Ted. That's my little shot. I had a few more other things, but you go ahead. I done spoke for
I got so
17
much on my
minutes.
mind, I don't even know where to start, to be honest with you. I want to talk about Elon Musk.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Talk about him. I want to hear about him.
All the craziness that's going on, bro.
Go ahead.
It's just crazy. Now, the thing is that, here's the thing. Although he owns 10 to 12% of Tesla, he don't really care about Tesla. Because they didn't give him his $57 billion.
Yep. And the judge said, he reiterated, I guess, the other day that he ain't going to give it to him either.
So he don't really care. Now, the thing that he's really high on is SpaceX. A lot of money is flowing into SpaceX. He's getting contracts. And the difference between Tesla and SpaceX, he owns 42%. So when that stock starts going up and people start investing in SpaceX, he's gonna pull some of that money out. He might even sell 10% or 12% or whatever. So he can get some cash. Now he's got cash, but he needs to have that cash flowing because see, he has a separate entity, what they call a family business, and he hires 1,300 people to take care of his business, his personal business. You know, when you have lawsuits and all that, people take care of his investments, people that get his insurance, if you know, and all that, make sure he's covered, his security, he has security. All of these people work for him for his personal use. So he's set. He's got money. He's got, you know, I don't know how much he's got set aside. So he good for life. All this other stuff, he playing a game. He playing a game. He got 4 or 5 businesses going. He's trying to get that brain thing going, and that's not kicking off. But SpaceX is kicking off now, and he got the insurance of 47 that they're going to invest money into that, give him different kinds of contracts and grants. So I think his run with Tesla has been done. I don't know if they're going to get rid of him, and I don't think they will as the CEO, but it's hurting their brand. But because of him, the brand is where it's at. He the one buoyed it up. He went out there and sold it. He didn't start that business. All he did was invest in it to make it, and then he knew how to hire people and what have you, and he had a vision as far as, hey, we need a Tesla manufacturing company in China. We need one in Texas. We need one in California. We need one here. We need one there. So they got one in Nevada. And all these people that work for Tesla, they're going to be hurting because of his foolishness.
Mm-hmm.
But he wearing it out. This is about him and his business and his money. And that SpaceX. But see, all you got to do is, unfortunately, one issue, and then he might be done. But he got all this satellite, he got that contract, to bring up all those satellites. So he'll continue to make money on that. But when you're talking about live people, that's a different story. So, and you can't really outthink the man because he's thinking all the time of where else he can make some money, where else what company can he buy, what innovative thing that's out there that he can take over. That's what he's looking at. All these different companies, he got the money. So all he got to do is find, and I'm sure he has his researcher people. Right now, he has his people, over 120 people working on that Doge thing. So I'm sure he's got about that many people doing research, trying to find some new innovative projects that people got going in their garage that he can take over or partner with. That's what he's looking for. What's the new thing? What is the new thing that he can do, that he can take over? And then build it from there. Because one thing you got to give it to him, he knows how to hire people. and he don't mind firing them if it ain't working out. The one thing that I can't understand, why did he buy Tesla? I mean, Twitter, that formerly known as Twitter.
He needed to have a mechanism that
A
he
platform.
owned, that he can put his stuff out there on that platform, because he realized that those social media platforms and stuff were very powerful entities and stuff and everything. To get anything that he needed to get out there to the public, he used that platform and stuff to do it. The only thing is that he wanted to use that platform the way he wanted to use it, and the people who had worked for him, who he had he had acquired and stuff through Twitter and stuff, did not, their vision and stuff wasn't his vision. So he spent some time and stuff and everything firing those folks, and he lost a lot of money and stuff by doing that with Twitter. But like you said, he got so much damn money that he don't give a shit if he loses 30 or 40 billion dollars and stuff and everything. That's a drop in the bucket for him. So that little $45 billion that he spent buying that thing, that was a write-off. But he still owns it and everything and stuff right now. So he still has a mechanism and stuff where if he needs it and stuff, he uses it to his own means.
Well, I'm gonna put it like this: even though before he bought it, it was one of the most effective hotline of news
Absolutely.
in the world.
People loved Twitter until he got it. They did.
And people was
And
putting
that's
out,
right. And that's why I was saying that that vision that they had with Twitter wasn't his vision. And he didn't give a crap, if their vision wasn't that. He wanted to use it the way he wanted to use it. I'm going to say something here, Ted, and I'm hoping that the audience out there, people listen to him, and you and everybody else and stuff, will understand what the heck I'm thinking here. When you have a person like him, he has a certain vision, and he knows that he's pretty confident in himself that his vision and stuff that he's going to force this vision upon the people and stuff around him. He don't give a crap what they say, and that's what he's doing now with this Dodge thing. He's got a vision and stuff for it, and he is forcing that vision upon this country. And Trump has allowed him to do this. And what I'm thinking that he is trying to do with it, which if he can pull it off and everything, and if he doesn't destroy a whole lot of other things and stuff while he is trying to pull this off, it may be something that that I don't believe the country is ready for right now, but eventually we should be getting into that point of our lives, and we won't be on this earth when it's happening. It's going to happen with our grandchildren. What he is trying to do and stuff is just automate this whole daggone this whole country, put it on automation, and let these artificial intelligence run it. And that's his vision.
you think he want to go that far, huh?
Yeah. He wants to take it to that far. He wants to take it. That's why he's firing all them people, because he don't need them. He figures once he installed this artificial intelligence and stuff into the federal government and everything, that it's going to work. But I don't know if this country is going to allow him to do that. And I don't believe that the country now is ready for that. I believe that's his vision, that he wants to take this thing and let artificial intelligence and stuff just take over the government.
Well, think about this. Let's go a little deeper. A few years back, one of the premier people of information about the AI was a guy named Smith. I think that's his last name. He was the CEO or COO of Google.
Right. Eric. His name was Eric.
Eric Smith.
Mm-hmm.
And he wrote a book with the Secretary of State about AI, and they've been undercover about it for a long time, quite a few years. And so somewhere down the line, somebody has said, okay, this is what we're going to do. Now, here comes this guy doing what he's doing. And you just mentioned AI, you know. So that might have been their plan years ago to cut back tremendously on workers, where they'll train the upcoming workers to do AI. And it just need a few people in each department or agency to run it. Now, that's not going to save them a lot of money because it's not really that much, even though it's 3 million people, but you're talking about 1 million plus military people.
Well, I don't think that he's even concerned about saving money. He's just using that as an afterthought and everything to get people to allow him to do what he wants to do. I don't think that that's his thing to save money. That's not his purpose. That wasn't his
I'm not
purpose to save
saying it's
money.
his purpose. What I'm saying is that even before Elon Musk was on the scene, they've been dealing with this AI thing. And he was confused with the AI as well, because he had started an AI. He was initially with CRT or CRTP or whatever you call that, and then he got away from it. And he said that's too much because next thing you know, the robots will be running the country. So he wasn't really 100% for it. So to try to find out, we don't know what these special operators are doing behind the scenes, because see, they can set up some kind of little secret thing on the side and have the brainiacs try to look at all of that, and we don't know. See, Trump keeps on saying, I'm transparent. Everybody trying to put that out. I'm telling y'all everything. No, he's not. He ain't telling us everything. We don't know what's going on. So now on the website today, I was trying to find that bill that was passed so I can see the breakdown. And, and some of these news people, they just put partial information down, like so-and-so got cut $5 million, so-and-so, was increased 6 million, that kind of stuff. But I wanted to see the actual bill on the website. So as far as I know, it's not on the website yet, but they're saying that you can order it in book form. I'm sure that's going to cost you a few dollars. But what I'm saying is that the things that they do and they plan, a lot of it is really, for example, when he had all of those 135 plus CEOs in his office, he was begging them to lower prices. I can guarantee you that. He said, yeah, you'll take a little hit for maybe a quarter, but lower those prices and get this heat off of me, because I'm fighting for your taxes. And that's what these major corporations and billionaires want. They want that tax cut to be permanent. That's what they want. That's their game plan. So now you're talking, the other day, I saw oil for $2 a gallon, $2.85, 84 cents a gallon. And, normally gas is right around here, it's $3.40, $3.50. So it's going down. Then also, I noticed since I go to the store a lot, my wife sent me to the store, go get this for our dinner. And I'm looking at prices, and the prices are going down. This is a game that they're playing. These oil people, these retail people, this is the game they're playing because what their main concern is those tax cuts. 14%. That's what they want. So that's the game plan. And then at the same time, they want to cut government as far as employees. So Elon Musk is in on it as well because number one, he's got, he's sort of kind of Donald Trump's scapegoat because he's the one that's doing it. I got it in his hands. He's gonna make sure everything is fine, and he's not gonna take responsibility for it. Anything go wrong, gonna blame it on Elon Musk. Just like everybody else in his agency, in his cabinet. But Elon Musk has a motive too, like I said, SpaceX. He owns 42%. That thing go up to if it goes up to $1 trillion value, he banked. That's all I got for Elon Musk.
Well, when you're in a room with business folks and Musk and Donald in there, you got three different opinions and ideas and stuff in that same room, and they're both dominant ideas and dominant opinions and egos. And most of the time, when that happens and stuff and everything, you're not going to get what the heck you want out of it. None of them are, because there are too many egos in there. And I don't believe that they're going to be able to accomplish what they are planning on accomplishing and stuff, because they're not going to have time to do it. There's too much stuff going on outside this country and stuff and everything that's not going to allow them to do that. That's my opinion. Anyway, March Madness is start tomorrow, right?
No. They go. I think tomorrow is when they do
bracketology. That's what I'm saying. The bracketology. March Madness.
Yeah, they'll do that.
They start. That's when it starts. Bracketology.
But man, I'm gonna tell you, I was watching a couple of games a day. Aren't
those guys there? Aren't those conferences and stuff in the conference tournaments and stuff now? The Big East, the ACC, and all of them. Yeah, and they all in. What the final games are today or tomorrow?
Tomorrow's the final championship.
Tomorrow the finals. Okay.
So, but maybe there are some superstars that I haven't paid attention to. I haven't watched that many college games, maybe a dozen, if that many. But the ones I've seen the top teams. I ain't seen no superstars. Good players.
Who was this? Who was this kid that Duke got that got hurt the other day? He's supposed to be a freshman.
Yeah, they've been raving about him ever since he was in high school.
Oh, okay. I never heard about him, but I just heard.
Oh yeah, he's big time.
Heard that he had hurt himself, and they don't expect Duke. They don't know what's going to happen with his ankle and how bad he sprained it, but they were saying that might hurt Duke's chances and stuff from winning the championship. So I don't know. I was just asking about it. Is Duke still in the playoffs?
Yeah, I think they're going for the championship.
Oh, okay. So who are the other three teams then that they figure going to be a number one seeds?
Might be Michigan State.
Why Michigan? I thought you said most of them other teams are going to be coming up there were coming out of the southeast, and that
Probably
one
going to be Duke, Michigan State. It's going to be either Alabama or Auburn.
Auburn. Yeah. What about somebody was saying that USC and UCLA got supposed to have a
We're
good
talking about the
team?
girls stuff.
Oh, the girls. Oh, okay. I thought they were talking about the men. Well, I believe Ted that those girls are going to probably get just as much uh, uh, viewership as those men are this year.
They might. I mean, you know, they promote them pretty good, you know, and they should. You know, I mean, if you like girl basketball.
Well, I didn't start really looking at it until LSU had those girls and stuff on there, and then they were playing against that other white chick that went from Iowa, and she went to the pros and stuff, and now she only been in the pros for 2 or 3 years and then quit.
She quit?
Yeah, she left.
She don't play for the pros no more?
No, she left. She left last year. She resigned. She got out of there because they were looking. They were talking about the fact that she had left and everything, and left some money on the table. They thought that she might have been going to Europe and everything, but I don't know. I haven't heard anything since then. But they said she left. They said she left a lot of money on that table, and that team that had picked her up and everything was pissed off about it that she was leaving.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
Are we talking about the same girl?
Yep, that's the little white girl. That was a 40-point a game. She was I guess she took over the scoring record.
Title.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, she quit. She said she was
gone.
It was surprising. It was very surprising because she was they were expecting big money out of her because people she was that Larry Bird. She was going
to have to her.
Yep.
She made her money.
Yep. They gave her a lot of money up front. A lot of money. So anyway, I'm gonna be watching bracketology tomorrow evening and stuff. Find out who's gonna be number one seeds, who's gonna be in that in the tournament and stuff and everything. And the big boy gonna start watching college basketball. Now back to our boys. I haven't been watching Stephen A. and to see what the heck he talking about. But I'm going to be very interested in finding out when the pros start their playoffs and everything, what he going to do with LeBron and his son after that big to do that they had.
Oh well, you know they blew that up, man. It wasn't no big deal.
Well, I didn't think that Stephen A. was I didn't think that what he did was right. I really didn't. I thought that was kind of a kick in the balls to doing something like that. Anyway, what else is going on out there?
I'm trying to figure out. They are messing with DC about a $1.1 billion cut. The Senate approved the bill to block budget of $1.4 billion to cuts for DC. So, but DC, according to the mayor, they had been doing without practically any government assistance. You know, they do all their things on their own, taxes, whatever, and they sort of kind of on their own. You know, they don't have a Senate, they don't have Congress people, they don't have representatives. They got what they call as
They have a delegate
delegates.
A delegate with no voting rights.
Right, no rights. So I think it's a possibility. It's a long shot that Puerto Rico and DC might become a state.
I doubt it. The Donald and the Republicans and stuff want control over DC. They want control over DC. They are tired of having no black folks running that city. They've been trying to get it for decades, and they've been so far. The people there in DC have fought them off, but I really believe that the Donald and they folks, he ain't saying
Well,
nothing.
what state is it going to be, Ed?
They're not going to want it to be a state. They're going to leave it just the way it is, but they want control of it, total control. They want the Congress to have total control over DC and take it away from them black folks.
According to my information, there's over 157,000 people in DC that work for the federal government. They live in DC. And they got a population longer than several states, other states.
They will never let that place become a state. Or Puerto Rico. I see that there was a Democrat lady and this Republican senator and stuff there in the U.S. Senate and stuff got that amendment and stuff passed to get them to stop taking that money, and they just sent it to the House and everything to see can they go ahead and pass it. And right now they don't know what's going to happen with it. It might die a slow death over there and everything in the House. Very slow death. Depending on the realm of if Donald wants Donald, you might well call him the Speaker of the House. he's a president and Speaker of the House because that boy who got the job as Speaker of the House, he's just a puppet. He ain't no speaker. He's just Donald's boy.
It look like he the president of the Senate too.
Looked like it. He's taking away them branches of government, man, and that was one thing that Jasmine said in that interview with him. He said that we in a dangerous time, very dangerous time, and she said something and everything that the audience, all of them started moaning about. So this is going to be Russia Jr.
I don't think people realize, man, what's going on.
Right, this is going to be Russia Jr. She said.
I don't think people realize what exactly is going on.
They don't. And
they're doing it right in front of their face.
And right in front of their face. Right in front of their face.
Now you got different people out there protesting. You know, you got your federal employees protesting. You got your Gaza people protesting. You got your Latino people protesting. All over the country.
You got your farm state folks protesting. all of them are all disjointed and stuff and out there.
I don't know.
Yeah, and someone brought that to me and stuff today, right before I come up here to start my show. Well, we I don't know why they didn't. This supposed to happen and they didn't happen and they don't know anything. I try to tell them what's going on and they taking away all our. I said, hey, these people you were talking to don't care. They have no idea what's going on, and you can't tell them even now what is getting ready to happen. What is going on? They don't believe it. They still don't. Even though they know they've been screwed over, they still don't believe it.
You got people that have been believing propaganda, half truths, flat out lies for years on the conservative radio stations as well as TV. Then you have people that just don't care. They don't even pay attention. They're just living their life like everything is just rosy, or they're just trying to survive, whatever they're doing. Day to day, week to week, month to month, and they just don't care. And they don't realize that everything is politics. They just don't care.
Yep. Final word. We at that time, man. It's time to roll by here. Got
Well,
got ahead of us here.
solutions we don't have right now because the Democratic Party do not have any power.
None. They just gave it away.
And the Republicans are yes, sir, and everything. The court system, they're talking about impeaching a lot of judges because these judges are standing up to them because they're discriminating against these federal workers. Anytime you sit here and you pardon or drop so many cases, this is the reason why a lot of people don't care, because the law is not being followed. You got people that get away with stuff. So the solutions, I have no solutions. I have no answers. The only thing you can do is, I don't know what you can do here. You can call your congressperson, they ain't gonna do no good.
Mm-mm.
Whether they're Democrat or Republican. All they're gonna do is listen to your complaint.
And say they trying to do the best they can and then beg for your money. We need some more money. I think I done slow them down a little bit because every one of them sent me to them. I said, I don't trust y'all. I sent them a text back, I don't trust you. And I sent them an email back, I don't trust y'all. No more. Y'all got traitors, y'all got cowards in y'all's ranks. Get them
Ooh,
cowards out of your ranks, then I might give you some of my money.
ooh,
Every last one of them. And I sent off about 15 of them yesterday.
ooh,
And the same thing. And
ooh.
today, I only got one. One that sent me your thing back and press some money. Y'all,
Well, we do have a little hope. Very, very, very slim hope. The Supreme Court. That's our only hope right now.
yep. And I think that that press secretary has went a step too far. Those justices and stuff protect each other. I don't care what the heck happened. They have a society, very, very thick society, and they understand that their power comes from their order. And when people indiscriminately start disobeying their orders and stuff, then none of them power and stuff like that, even Supreme Court, has gone away. We don't have any power. So with her sitting down there saying what she said today or yesterday about the federal judge, they're not going to listen to what they say and they don't have no authority. She just cut her. their own throat with the judicial system, because they are going to back up a judge. If a judge give an order and you say you are not going to do it, that means that if they get away with it, then your order don't mean anything either. All the way up to the Supreme Court, your order don't mean anything. And when you lose that in the judiciary, you have no power other than the authority that you have to open your thing and pound that gavel and say, this is the order. And if somebody says we're going to disobey that order, you cut your own throat with the judicial system. They're not going to allow that to happen. Any of them. You cannot do that. Now, you might not do it and don't say anything, but you just outright say it, you're not going to do anything, you're not going to do it. Mm-mm. If it happens and they let you get away with it, it's all over. Judicial system, you might well just take it and kiss them goodbye. They let him get away with this, they might well forget about their branch of government. So it's just one branch then, the executive branch, a dictator. That's what you got.
Well, we'll find out where our hope is.
We shall see. We shall see. We shall see. We shall see. I don't know. And just like you said earlier, we don't know what to tell you. We have no idea what to tell you.
Because usually it's some type of angle or some type of maneuvering or some kind of negotiation.
Something. But there is nothing out there, and I'm pretty sure that you've got a lot of representatives and stuff out there is in the same boat we are, whether they Democrats or Republicans. They all in that same boat, and they realize that those people up there in DC, they realize this stuff is slipping away.
Well, they put them in there and they give them all
even the Republicans, and they realize that they're slipping away, and they have no power to stop it.
Anytime you have a DOJ say they're trying to stop the president from running the budget.
You keep allowing a bully to do what the bully wants to do, you in trouble. We might well go there to Haiti and let the gangs run us. So that's what they got, a gang. Okay, people, we coming to the end of our day here. I don't know what to tell you to brighten your day up with this last word, but there's nothing else I can say. Good luck, people. Good luck. We might find a solution tomorrow or the next day. I don't know, but I'm going to keep looking. I'm going to keep watching the news. I'm going to keep doing what I got to do until they tell me I can't do it. Y'all better stop. Have some fun, Ted. Bye-bye.